Greetings and welcome back to Cinevis Solar Empire. This time we will be playing with Sins of a Fallen Fall of Kobol, which is a Battlestar Galactica mod. So I've been playing around with it a little bit to sort of figure out how things go, and if you're familiar with the... Oh, no, wait, didn't want to do that. If you're familiar with the Battlestar Galactica universe, then you should know that most of the big ships are actually carriers. Most of the fights are being done between fighters, and then also the ships themselves try to slug it out, I don't know, with nukes, with barrage fire. So it's quite interesting, quite a bit different than most of the other sci-fi franchises where most of the things revolve around the battleships just shooting each other, like, well, yeah, Star Trek, for example. But yeah, we'll be playing on a random medium-large map. As for the game options, I think I'll keep it as pretty much the same as I always use. Unlock teams, small fleet size, that's all good. And we will be playing with the 12 colonies, Colonial Defense Forces. We'll be doing this in teams, so I've been thinking about whether or not I want to fight against a normal AI or a hard AI, and yeah, there's some differences. So, for example, a hard AI gets a big bonus to its income and also to its research. So this means that if you fight, for example, 1 versus a hard AI, you're gonna be facing fleets the same size of yours, but they will be able to replace their fleets a lot quicker than you. Now, you could, for example, play against 2 normal AIs. The total amount of resources would be about the same as playing versus 1 hard AI. However, in this case, you'd actually be facing a fleet that could be up to twice your size. However, then again, they would only be able to replace their fleet at about the same rate as you. So this sort of changes the dynamics of the game. And for this playthrough, we'll be playing, let's see, Defense Forces. We'll be playing against a whole bunch of Cylons, not the rebels, the regular ones. And we'll be putting them on normal. Let's see. I'm actually gonna throw in some rebels as well to spice things up. So we got Team 1, we got Team 3, and we got Team 6. Now the teams will be unlocked, so who knows what could happen. But hopefully this can spice things up a little bit, because we are gonna be up against a lot of Cylons. We will be fighting against the odds, which really is the same as what happens in the Battlestar Galactica universe. You've got the Galactica alone, usually versus 2, 3 or even more Cylon-based stars, so I hope that everything works out fine. So yes, let's start the game. And I can only hope that I managed to play properly. As I said, I've played a couple of times. I haven't done a full playthrough yet. Let's pause for a moment. But things are, well, yeah, it's fairly similar. It's Sins still, so the gameplay is fairly similar than all the other Sins games. Anyway, let's take a look. So we have back here 2 scout ships, I think. Well, I can't seem to select them for some reason. Okay, there we go. Let's get them to explore. They actually are gonna explore anyway. So now we have to figure out which ships we're gonna build. So we can build 1 capital ship, and this is different than, for example, Star Trek Armada. This is actually the same as regular Sins, so we can build any of the capital ships. You just have to figure out which ones you want first. Now the Columbia, I think this is the same class as the Galactica, because one thing that does give it away is the non-integrated systems. None of the others have it, and the Galactica was sort of, well, I can't really say famous, but known for its non-integrated systems. Like, there wasn't any network or something between the computers, and that helped them against all the Cylon threats. Right, anyway, but I'm not going to be doing this one. It does allow me to colonize planets, but I'm going to be doing colonization with my small colonization ships. So I want to go for something that's a little heavier. Tor Battlestar. There is one, I think, that's actually a carrier, a bigger carrier. I'm not sure which one it is. Long range attacks, no. Viper and Raptor support, that could be the one. I think it's Mercury. Yeah, let's build a Mercury. Alright. And as for small ships, there's a whole bunch of ships that actually do not feature in pretty much any of the Battlestar Galactica stuff. So I'm not sure where they're coming from. Maybe from some sort of books or fan fiction, I don't know. A few of them are part of the Battlestar fleet, but these are cruisers, so not sure where they come from. Actually, I don't have the research for any of this. I can build a few of these guys, but I'm gonna start with the Cloud 9, which is the colonization ship, and we also don't have that much fleet supply, so I'm actually gonna stick with one Battlestar, and we'll see what happens. So let's unpause and do some stuff. Also, where's our... yeah, our ally is back here. So assuming stuff, well, let's see. I guess there might be a dude down here, a Cylon. Then we got a Cylon here, here, and here as well. So there's gonna be at least one Cylon in between us. Right.
Let's see what's out there.
We found a world fit for life.
What do we got? Volcanic. We can't colonize that. Oh yeah, research, of course. So where do we begin? Most of the research seems to be new to the mod, although I do recognize a bunch of icons from regular sins, like all the colonization flags around here, but most of this stuff, for example, fleet shipyards and CIC, seems to be mostly new. Actually, I seem to recognize a bunch of these as well. I guess it's mostly going to be fleet shipyards that are new. So, where do we start? Well, I actually have plenty of resources. Well, maybe not plenty, but a decent amount. I guess I'm going to be starting off with... Actually, yeah, it's been a while since I played since. I gotta start off with building some structures, of course. Let's get a military and civic research center going. And we'll need some development as well, some more logistics. Alright, I want to see what these planets are. We have another scouting vessel down here. Hopefully have some dead-end planets that we can colonize. We got a bunch of Cylons down here. A bunch of Cylon raiders. But normally our scout ship is fairly sturdy. Also, it's Battlestar Galactica, so there are no shields or anything. It's all about armor. Alright, this one is dead end and we can colonize it, so we will be sending our Battlestar that was just finished over there. As you can see, I can build up to 7 squadrons with this guy because it is a dedicated carrier Battlestar. Most of the other Battlestars only have 5 or 4 squadrons, so I'll be making some varied stuff. So let's see, let's build one Raptor, one Viper Mark II, 2 of these new ones. Let's see, we got 7, so 3, 2, 2. Okay, there we go. That's a bit of variation of everything. I'm not sure what, from a gameplay perspective, is the difference between the Mark II and the Mark 7. So the Mark 7 seems to be mostly about anti-fighter and bombers, and the Mark II seems to be good also against light frigates. Now the Mark II is actually quite a bit bigger than the new Mark 7s. This is a Mark II. This is the same sort of fighter that was in the original Battlestars. And we have the Mark 7s. Oh, well, looks like Yeah, these small ones. These are the fancy new ones from the new Battlestar Galactica series. Although both of these fighters actually featured in the new series.
Combat well.
Bring her around. Heading. 161, Karam 0.
Actually, let's take a look what's down here. We got the 2 Cylon interceptors, a Protostar and a Siege Star. Normally we should be fine. My ships are fairly sturdy. Alright, we should be able to research something now. What do we got here? System redundancy. I don't need that. Actually, I need some economic upgrades. I guess I wasn't able to build the civilization... No, not civilization stuff. Civic Research Center. Yeah, there we go. Let's build this thing. So, how are we doing with this? Oh yeah, we got some skills as well, of course. We got the authorized medium yield. That's for a bunch of warheads. Flak shells versus fighter craft. Deploy repair teams. Now that's sort of useful. And expand flight pods for some more squadrons. I guess I'm gonna start off with I don't know, the flak shells maybe? Or the repair teams. Let's do the repair teams. I'm actually going to focus on mostly capital ships because most of the
Bring her around. Heading.
smaller frigates
161,
and whatnot
Karam 0.
are, well, not that impressive. Mostly fiction, I would presume, as I mentioned earlier. Oh, never noticed this before. And we'll let the Battlestar do its thing. Oh, looks like we have a oceanic planet there. That's good. And we got a whole bunch of Cylons back here. Alright, it's a neutral planet or something. No, it's regular, but it's a Terran planet, so we'll be wanting that. Let's take a look. How is our ally doing? Yeah, we do have a Cloud 9 ship back here. I'm gonna move it to the border so that I can jump over there to colonize. Now, let's see. So we got one oceanic here. Not sure what this is gonna be. I hope that we have a ship going there to... No, apparently not. Oh well. What do I do? Yeah, we do need research. You should be able to research some stuff now.
Allied ships have made contact with enemy forces.
We're also gonna need more capital ship points, since I did mention that I'm gonna be focusing on capital ships, because they are much more interesting. Let's do that. We're gonna need a bunch of fleet supply as well. We don't have enough, what's it called? Crystal. I was about to call it dilithium. Alright, now we can actually see our Battlestar in the battle. Against these small siege stars. Also, I hope that the volumes are correct. And it's not too loud, because I'll be figuring it out after this first episode. So... let's see, these are the big Vipers, these are the small Vipers. Oh well, they seem to be busy. These guys are probably going to be dead anyway. I'm going to send my Cloud 9 ship straight over here.
Research project complete.
Now, I think I lost one of my... Let's see, did I lose one of my ships? Gemini Traveler? Yeah, I'm going to make another scout. Let's see. I'm actually going to make 2 scouts. And we're going to need a bunch of supply points. I guess the nice thing is that I don't need to bother with researching any of the capital ships, so I can build anyone I want. So, let's see, what do we want next? What don't we want? Oh yeah, and there's also the Atlas Battlestar. Haven't actually built this one yet, so I'm looking forward to see what it's gonna be like. Now we will need... what's this? Colonization tax income could be useful. Yeah, let's get some tax income, because why not? And this is orbital defense. Hangar defense, yeah, let's get that. That'll give us a whole bunch of defensive Vipers. And Raptors. This Protostar is about to get destroyed. It shouldn't be doing enough damage against my ship back here. No, it's gonna be fine. Even if it gets popped, it's gonna be able to colonize. But this guy's gonna die fairly quickly. Yeah, we're good. And we actually colonized. Let's withdraw the ship. So next up we'll be moving on. Well, actually this is very fortified area. So what about volcanic? Volcanic. Oh, didn't want to do that. Volcanic colonization. Oh, that's actually only tier 2. That's fortunate, since I'll be able to colonize this once I get another civic building. Actually, I'm gonna be building a few research stations down here, but let's start off with building... Damn, I gotta get used to all the buttons since they're all different once again. Let's build all these extractors, okay. And we got a lot of fleet supply now, so I'm probably gonna be saving up for another
Found a world fit for life, Admiral.
capital ship. And how did our ship do actually? It has all its hull left, so that's pretty good. There wasn't really that much of a threat. Oh, and this is another dead-end world. It's a dwarf planet. Let's see, an oceanic research. That's tier 3. Okay, so that's good. We'll be able to colonize this fairly early on. We also got this Terran planet that we really would like, and I should have a... Where is my... Oh, my traveler is back here. Let's see. We got 2 scout ships left. Not sure where the other one is. Actually, they're both here. We'll have to clear out this place, but as you can see, a lot of fighter craft, a lot of heavy raiders, regular raiders, because this is a heavy base star. Wow, didn't see that. There's a 1, 2, 3, 3 pretty big base stars back here. So we'll need at least 2 Battlestars to try and destroy those. In the meantime, we're still making a bit of money. Let's send the Battlestar over here. Now, what was over here? And the volcanic planet? Protostar, carrier base star. Okay, so there's only 1 big base star over here. So we should be able to kill those Cylons. What do we need? We should have... Oh no, wait. We should be building some research stations over here. Let's also get some logistical... I'm probably going to be out of money soon. Out of crystal, actually. Yeah, my economy is still utter crap. And we're ranked 4th everywhere. I've been slacking a little bit as I have to get back into it. It's been a little while since I played since, and I don't really have that much experience with Fall of Kobol either. But we'll manage. At least I hope so. Right. Do we have enough yet? You know what, I'm gonna buy a little bit of crystal, since I'm gonna need it.
Planet upgrade complete.
And how's our ally doing? He has 1... Oh, he also has a Mercury. I think I also have a Mercury. Yes, we do. So he's got 1 Mercury, and that seems to be all he has. 1 Mercury and 1 Cloud 9, exactly the same fleet composition that I have at the moment. Now this is... who is this? This blue guy. These guys. Are you a regular Cylon or... Yeah, it's a regular Cylon. So the rebels are still out there somewhere. Okay, I guess we'll have to try and take out this Cylon first to make sure that they can't attack us from the back. Actually,
Allied ships have been
income is actually pretty slow, I must say. It's a lot slower than what I remember it to be, at least in Star Trek Armada, because usually I often manage to build quite a few ships quite quickly. but now it's actually going a little bit slow. So maybe for the next playthrough I'm gonna be upping the income rate. Anyway, let's see. We should be able to get some boosts over here. Let's get this, let's get this, and let's get this. And I should be getting some development here. Because I'm losing a little bit of money. But luckily I'm getting a lot of money from my main planets, which is nice. We should also be looking into volcanic colonization. We'll need a lot more crystal for that. We do have a decent amount of, what is it again? Metal. So we'll sell a little bit of this. Maybe I can take out these guys already with my ship. I should be able to.
Set. All decks report ready for action, sir.
Let's send them in.
Research project complete.
And how much is it for a capital ship? 3,000. So yeah, let's take a look which ones would I build next. So we already got a Mercury. What about a Valkyrie?
3, 2, 1.
Support Battlestar.
Jump.
This one has specialized in long-ranged attacks. This one is fast support Gunstar. This one is a battleship, basically. I guess I'm going to be building a Thor afterwards. Alright, let's see what this guy is going to be able to do.
Combat
We
well.
got one Siege Star, one Protostar, one Carrier Base Star, which is the biggest ship in this area. We should be fine, I hope. Right. So let's research volcanic colonization so that we can actually take over that planet. And what else do we have? What's this? System redundancy. I guess that could be useful. And I also needed to do some... Yeah, now I'm out of crystal once again. Could explore the planet, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I want to get some infrastructure going. Yeah, I'm going to wait for it. Let's see, how is the Battlestar doing? Did lose a little bit of hull, not that much. The Siege Star is almost dead. Yeah, it's repairing as well, so it's actually doing very well.
Ready for action, sir.
And we also got the carrier, but actually we used to have plenty of squadrons. I think we lost about 2 or 3. We should be rebuilding them. So that's not too much of a problem. Yeah, we did. Oh yeah, we did get level up. So let us get another. What do we need the most? Let's see. Mark 7. Mark 7. Raptors seem to be doing okay-ish. Let's get another Mark 7. And as for skills, let us get flak shells, maybe? Yeah, let's get flak shells. That's gonna help them take out some of these smaller ships. Either way, the base star is gonna be okay. Right, I was gonna get some development back here. Civic infrastructure. In the meantime, we might be able to do some research. Some more max hull points, maybe? Or, let's see. I don't need to research any of this just yet, as I am going to be focusing on the capital ships. So that'll free up a bunch of other stuff that I can research instead. What about probe? No, I don't need probes, not yet. Envoy. Actually, let's see. There should be, but oh, there's actually a lot of research here. A lot more than I'm used to. And the diplomatic tree. That's interesting.
Planet upgrade complete.
Alright, so we'll actually have to do some diplomacy to get all that. So this means that I will be needing one of these envoys. Could we get anything going yet with the Tauran colony? Let's see. Manage pacts. No, nothing yet. But at least we have a trade alliance. We're gonna have to get trade going as well. I didn't really check that out yet. Let's see. Trade. Where is trade? Oh, there it is, trade port. Okay, it's a level 3. And how is this going? The Battlestar is fine, the Siege Star is now under attack. So let us bring... Do I have the technology already
Research project complete.
to colonize? Yes, I do. So I'm actually gonna send in the colonization ship, because the carrier doesn't have any fighters left anyway, so he can't do much.
Pulling up FTL.
Combat well.
So yeah, the Battlestars are quite powerful. Usually I'd say Battlestar is a little bit stronger than a Cylon base star, or maybe at least a little bit tougher. Then again, the Cylons usually should have the upper hand when it comes to technology, at least when it comes to the fiction anyway. But yeah, it's all about fighting against the odds, and I hope that this playthrough will actually be somewhat like that. Anyway, that's also going to be it for this episode, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.